My dearest friends, ladies and gentlemen, it is a real pleasure to speak to you today on this 20th anniversary of Hadeel in Edinburgh, in Scotland. In a year of commemorations, 75 years since the Nakba, 56 years since the military occupation of the rest of Palestine, this one at least is a joyful occasion. Hadeel has been working to provide sustainable incomes for craftspeople, artists and farmers in Palestine. They have done an amazing job, and I know the shop is a fixture in central Edinburgh. I had the absolute honor of visiting the shop. The credit must go, of course, to Carol Morton, who created Sombola in Jerusalem, which was the older sister to Hadeel. So thank you to Carol and all those who have worked so hard to ensure Hadeel's own sustainability. You should be rightly proud. This initiative was always hugely important, and it is particularly important right now. Right now, the situation is deeply distressing. As I am sure you will know, Israel's illegal occupation of the West Bank and East Jerusalem and Gaza Strip is deepening every day. Settlements are proliferating. State-backed settler militias are running amok in occupied territory, burning fields and homes, destroying cars and killing people in their own villages and homes. There is no political horizon. The current government under Benjamin Netanyahu, following in the footsteps of many previous Israeli governments, has made it abundantly clear that it will do everything to stop Palestinian state from emerging, directly contradicting decades of international consensus over what a peaceful outcome should look like. Palestinians are being killed at a rate of more than one a day. Homes are being demolished. Land is being confiscated. The situation is dire. So my friends, under the circumstances, one would assume that every country that says it supports a two-state outcome to the Palestine issue would be up in arms. After all, there can be no clearer contradiction to two-state outcome than Israel's settlement construction in occupied territory. There are reasons why settlements are considered war crimes under international law. They are a de facto annexation of occupied territory and therefore contradicts the very fundamental tenet of international law, which is the inadmissibility of acquiring land by force. The UK has for long advanced a two-state outcome. It has also clearly defined settlements as obstacles to peace and illegal under international law. Now, the UK, of course, also has a unique responsibility for the Palestinian people as the colonial power that gave away Palestine in the first place. One might expect the British government to be taking action against Israel's consolidation of occupation. Sadly, the very opposite is true. Not only is the UK not taking any action, it opposes us, the Palestinian people, and leadership from taking action. Thus, it opposes our attempts to refer Israel to the International Criminal Court for war crime investigation. It opposes us referring the occupation for an advisory opinion at the International Court of Justice. It even opposes our attempts to keep a spotlight on Israel's abuses and transgressions of international law at the UN's Human Rights Council. But there is more. No content with trying to stop us from acting. The British Parliament is right now deliberating government bill that would make it illegal for public bodies in the UK to show their disapproval of Israel's illegal actions in occupied territory by boycotting settlement and settlement products. Indeed, the so-called anti-boycott bill specifically mentions the occupied territories. It effectively offers Israel carte blanche to pursue its settlement project. It effectively offers protection for British companies who would work in and profit from these contraventions of international law. Indeed, the UK is facilitating these very war crimes by preventing any reasonable measure against them and blocking off the few legal avenues available to us, the Palestinian people. So my friends, peace will only come with accountability. And since it is Israel that is the occupying power here, accountability means holding Israel responsible for its law breaking. That can only be done by imposing consequences. That is clear over the past decades since Oslo is that the government here and elsewhere, the UK is not alone in holding these contradictory positions, is either not able or not willing to hold Israel accountable, at least to its own. After all, It took considerable public pressure for the UK to abandon apartheid South Africa. Under these circumstances, Hadeel's work is not just about trade or sustainability. It is a signal that there is a considerable public in the UK which does not agree with Israel's occupation and does not agree with the UK's protection of this occupation. That is why Hadeel's existence and work is so important right now, because it shows us, the Palestinian people, that there is support in the UK for Palestinian rights, that we are not alone, and that our culture, our heritage, our history is being celebrated in the heart of Scotland. And it shows the government in London that there is support in the UK for Palestinian rights. Such grassroots measures offer us hope. They offer us a rare glimpse of sunshine in an otherwise overcast sky. If you are battening down the hatches in your home in Hawara, trying to fend off mobs of unhinged settlers, such rays of hope are more important than you can possibly imagine, because they tell us we are not alone. Sometimes it certainly feels like we are. So thank you. Thank you to Hadeel and all those who work with Hadeel. Thank you to all who shop there and support Hadeel. And thank you for still caring about the Palestinian issue, cause and rights, and for also embracing the Palestinian community. I am very proud to know Dr. Ishaq Abu Arafi and the many wonderful leaders who are partnering with you to keep the flag of Hadeel flaming. One day there will be justice and you will have played your part. Thank you and congratulations on the 20th year.